Our numbers were always going to be down this week because it was Black Saturday. Because there's a team called Glentown playing some team from this side of town. And somebody said they were down because somebody heard I was going to give an hour-long sermon, but that's not the case. The Irish News, in its editorial on Wednesday past, ran the headline, "Protests sent the wrong message." Then went on to attack the Orange Order, saying that rather than diffusing a difficult situation, we had heightened tension and disrupted everyday life. I can see no tension here this afternoon. That we expect no less from the Irish News editorial. It is not known for its impartiality or sense of balance. It is what it is, an Irish nationalist newspaper. It fails to mention that the protests it accuses of raising tensions have been peaceful. Each night the parade through Woodvale has been peaceful. The White Line protest has been peaceful. The Camp Civil Rights has been peaceful. The parade each Saturday has been peaceful. We have not and do not plan to use violence to see the 12th of July completed for the Legacy Lodges, bands and supporters. Yes, we all know Republicans have used violence strategically, cynically and effectively. It was violence that got this parade stopped, but we know it has only stopped temporarily. This parade will not be completed, but not by the use of violence. It will be completed, but not by the use of violence or terror, but by the peaceful protest and political lobbying of a united unionist and loyalist people. It will be completed because of the faithfulness and commitment of each one here. The Irish News editorial stated that the Orange Order needs to explain its strategy for resolving contentious parades. Well, let me take up that challenge. And it may be difficult for a sizable proportion of the Irish News readership to understand, because our strategy is not based on violence and terror. Let me add, neither is it simply the Orange Order strategy. It is a united unionist strategy. It is a strategy supported by all shades of loyalism and unionism. By all their bands, by all their political parties, by all the loyal orders, by all community groups, and by all ex-combatant groups. It is not simply the Orange strategy. It is your strategy. It is my strategy. It is what I like to call the strategy of the Orange family. Those who cherish their British identity, citizenship and way of life. Those who celebrate and promote the rich culture, heritage and history that we enjoy. The Orange family strategy ensures we are not responding to a Republican agenda. We shape and mould the agenda. We will not dance to the tune of an Irish fiddle, but we march to the sound of an Orange flute. We will not be drawn into violence that allows a sympathetic nationalist press to further demonise us. We will not be drawn into violence, but because of political policing, we'll see our communities suffer further and men and women unnecessarily criminalised. We will not be drawn into violence because it is wrong and not justified in these circumstances. Our strategy is creating the space conditions that will allow our objectives to be achieved. The establishment of a civil rights camp is not the end or high point of our strategy. The civil rights camp is a means to obtain our goals. Yes, there are debates going on aimed at getting the Legacy Lodges home. And I can hear some say, too much talking, we need action. But actions are taking place. to those who supply the tea and sandwiches, to those who man the camp, to the bands that provide the music, to those who stand on the island at Woodvale, to those who pray every night and every Saturday, to those who support us financially and prayerfully from across this province and beyond. There are many actions taking place to see the Ligonier brethren, the bands and supporters return home. But the frustration comes from the only action that we all want to see is that the 12th day of July parade will be completed.
Yep,
Yes, there is talking. Some straight talking within the Orange family. And I believe that that talking will see actions emerge that will see the parade completed. We will show leadership and an honest attempt to resolve this issue. Each one here has a role to play in any future initiative. But how will the Irish News readers step up to the mark? What are they doing? What is the PS9, the Department of Justice, the Secretary of State doing? What are they doing to resolve the crisis created by the Parades Commission? Their silence needs broken. And not just to further chastise or demonise loyalism, or trot out their well-worn cliches, but to say what they can and will do to help resolve this crisis. You see, it suits nationalism and republicanism to see loyalism at odds with the police, to see unrest and trouble in unionist communities. It especially suits nationalism to see unionism infighting and public disagreement. But our strategy, your strategy, the Orange family strategy, has turned a knee-jerk violent reaction into 6 weeks of peaceful protests. And perhaps most of all, and surprising to some, it has seen a unity of purpose between all shades of unionism and loyalism. The next stage... The next stage, having created the space to move forward together, is to see the lodges proudly parade peaceably home. May our talks and actions ensure that that day is soon. And until that day, let us remember, united we stand, divided we fall. Just to explain it, 2 further announcements just before the band plays the Queen. But during those announcements, the banners will move into the side street. Just let me explain to everybody why that is. The Ligonier lodges, now the Pride of our Down, have completed their journey home. So they will not play or sing the Queen until that happens. But we play the Queen for the rest of us so we can disperse. So if the lodges want to move their banners into the side street. Trust and pray that our friends and fellow supporters had a great last Saturday, and wherever their home is in Ulster, they will return safely and unhindered this evening. And just to remind everyone that due to the annual Brian Robinson Memorial Parade next week, the protest parade will commence at 1 p.m. from West Belfast, Orange Hall. That's 2 hours earlier than normal next week. 1 p.m. from West Belfast, Orange Hall. Thank you again for your support and safe home. And just before we go, I think we should give a special round to 3 bands who supported us this day. The National Anthem.